on my phone. So yeah, we back now. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I was
It's
wondering
okay.
like where everybody go. All right.
It's
Hey
okay.
Trina, Monique, how you doing? I'm sorry I had to come back, y'all. I see 5 people in here. I'm so sorry about that. Hey boo, how you doing? How you doing? So let's start this over. I have my person who I'm interviewed Tiller today, and he's gonna tell his story about his tragic story about him and his daughter. And this the guy who was he say he's from the city of Chicago on the west side. He was just telling his story, so I'm gonna let him go ahead and proceed with his story. I see y'all coming in. Hey, Lady V, how you doing? So, if you could start over, Tiller, I'm so sorry about that. I do have his cash out pen. If y'all
I
want to bless
appreciate
him,
it.
y'all can. And also, I will be taking questions later, like once he finished, because I have questions too for him. So yeah, I will be in the chat watching, but I won't be interrupting him while he's talking to read the y'all comments. So you can proceed. I'm sorry about that.
Okay. Again, happy Sunday. Thanks for having me again. I appreciate you opening your platform to me. And to the people who don't know me, my name is Jonte Adams. I go by Rich Ray Teller on social media. Jaslyn Adams was my daughter. She was the 7-year-old who was killed on the west side of Chicago, April 18th, 2021, at the McDonald's drive-thru. She was sitting in my car with me. But just to get into the day and how everything led up until my daughter passing, it started. We was in the lockdown too. We was during the pandemic, I believe, still in 2021. So she had sent me a text, and she sent me a text telling me that her and her brothers and her cousins was hungry. Then she proceeded to text me another one telling me everything that they wanted. Like I said, I had like $30, $40 worth of McDonald's and stuff to get for her and her siblings. Then she sent me another text telling me that she didn't want me to send the money to her mother. She wanted me to pick the food up. Like that's just stuff that me and her did like on a regular. I always took her to get food, even if it was just me and her. But yeah, she basically wanted to see me because she was coming to my mom's house anyway. But so again, before I left out my house, I stayed on Pulaski and Belmont. That's far north. I just want to be transparent again. And the incident happened on Kizzy and Roosevelt, which is west. Like you know what I'm saying. So, and a lot of people thought that my daughter was with me the whole time. The whole time she never was in my car. I was on my way to go get my daughter. I had to pick her up. You know. But again, I was on Facebook for like 30, 40 minutes before I left out the house. Just joking around, cracking jokes and stuff. I had seen something, my name was allegedly something on a PPP loan. People thought that was the case, that was the reason my daughter got killed. People thought I had ran off with somebody money. That was false. People thought that I had put my daughter in my car intentionally to stop something from happening to me. That was false. Because again, like I say, I had to go pick her up all the way from Kids in Roosevelt. Kids in Roosevelt and Pulaski and Belmont probably like 40 minutes away, like driving, you know. So, but anyway, so I finally leave out. I go to get her. By the time I pull up to her auntie's house, my daughter wasn't out there. So I had to go around, like you know, when you were in the middle of the street, you holding up traffic, cars was honking their horns behind me and things of that nature. So she wasn't out there for like 3 minutes, so I had to go around the block like 2 times. So when I came back around the second time, she was outside. And it was all her, a few of her cousins, everybody I was supposed to get the food for was outside of my car door. And they all was actually begging me to get in my car. And I'm actually happy that I only took my daughter because if I would have put everybody in, it would have been a lot more kids hurt. Like you know what I'm saying? But by her supposed to be the only child that was going with me anyway, I'm like, okay, baby, we just gonna get everybody food. We gonna bring it back then. I'm gonna take you to your grandma's house because she was going to my mom's house anyway. But so she gets in the car. We pulled to the McDonald's. We was the baby. I have a son too. My son's birthday April 26th. So my son's birthday was I believe 8 days. No, yeah, 8 days after she passed. So as we in the car on our way to McDonald's to get the food, she's helping me plan my son's birthday too. We were supposed to be surprising my son for his birthday. So I'm asking her like, what you think your brother want to do? I was sending her stuff like, I believe Go Bananas, Enchanted Castle, stuff like that, you know. And she like, okay, yeah, that's cool. And then she telling me about all her cousins that I had to pick up, stuff like that. Cause she was a planner, like she was the leader of the pack, like, you know, even though she was the youngest. But now by the time we get into McDonald's, and the McDonald's only a block away from their house too, you know. So by the time we get to McDonald's, we was debating about the aux cord, and she was like steady just turning the music on my phone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't tripping about turning the music on my phone, but I'm like, okay, I had a playlist that I was playing. So I'm telling her like, okay, you just plug your phone up because you steady, you know, you interrupting my vibe. So as she hooking her phone up to the aux cord and stuff like that, by the time we pulled in the drive through to the intercom to order out, the car came in through the exit and had started shooting. They shot my daughter 6 times and they had shot me once in the spine. And that had led to my daughter ultimately passing.
That was sad. I wanted to ask you, like growing up on the city of Chicago, because I'm born, I was born and raised in the city of Chicago. How was it like growing up for you?
Oh man, the older I get, the more I understand how rough it was. Like I had it good. Like I ain't gonna say good, but like I grew up the same like most black men in America. One parent household. Grandma took care of me. Like you know, my mom was at work all the time. My daddy somewhere trying to get it
And my
together,
condolences
figure it
to your
out.
grandma. My condolences to your grandma.
Thank you so much. Cause like that's our first real like family law. That and my daughter, we never really been through these things. So man, it's like that's why I'm saying like the older I get, the more I understand of how I grew up. Like but just growing up, it was good. But the fact that I didn't have a male role model around, the fact that I didn't have no positive influence around, everybody who I ever looked up to did the same things I did. Like, you know, we
Hmm.
all ran the streets, we all sold drugs, we all was in and out of jail. So like I could say my mom provided everything that I needed, but like I didn't get I didn't get life lessons. Like you know what I'm saying? My mom was so busy and my daddy was in and out of the penitentiary. So we
Hmm.
missed out on a lot of life lessons about love, relationships, or even just how to be a man. Like, you know, I just learned how to tie a tie. I just learned about putting on cologne at 20 something years old. You know what I'm saying? That lets you know that you didn't have a man, a father figure around the littlest things. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have it the worst because and I'm still blessed to have both parents. Like despite their flaws, like because no parent's perfect. I understand that personally.
Absolutely.
I lost a daughter, so I can't sit here and be like, well, they didn't do this, they didn't do that, they bad parent. No, because you don't understand the sacrifices of being a parent until you become one. So I actually had it good. Like it's just I missed out on like life lessons by me growing up in a one parent household. My mom had to play daddy and mother. Like everybody know how that go. A
Yeah.
mom job is never done. Like and
Yeah.
I witnessed it. I love my father to death, but he had like the mom got to deal with the kids 99% of the time. The father, we get to go play and BS around until we get it right. The mama don't get that option. The mama got to be like the mama got to take everything head first and like that's just how I grew up. That's how, you know.
Hmm. And if you could see the comments, I don't know if you want to go by Jonte or Rich Way Tiller.
No, no, y'all could address me by Jonte. Like Rich Way Taylor is just an Instagram, a platform, like you know, right now I'm Jonte, I'm Jaslyn did. Like, you know, Rich
Okay.
Way Taylor is just a character. Like that's not me. That's just what people go check for.
Okay. So have you ever been in trouble like growing up? Have you, was it like any gangs or how that
Uh,
was for you?
my neighborhood, where I'm from, the whole neighborhood is infested by gangs. It's like if you around, if it's a group of 10 and 9 of them gang banging, you could be that one for so long that's like, no, I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna try that. But like, if that's all you around, you eventually adapt to your habitat. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I was always in trouble. But like I say, I ain't have no guidance to steer me wrong. Cause once as a black man, like at the age of 13, a black boy man could be made up. Like if he feel like he tired of school at 13, he could really be tired of school if he don't have no father figure or nobody right there telling like, no, look, this why you gotta go to school. You gotta
Yeah.
go to school. But like I didn't have that around. Like your mom can only do so much, especially with a boy. Like you know
Mm.
what I'm saying? But Yeah, I was in trouble, but I was just more like the. I wasn't bad, like fighting, but like I was just like a tantrum throwing, like a tantrum. Cause like I say, my mom was always at work. My daddy has had a whole nother wife somewhere, so my grandma raising us. So I think I was just like attention. I just needed attention.
Hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I used to throw tantrums and cry all day. Like, still to this day, my mama spoiled me to death. Like, but
And if you could see the comments, they asked you, Miss Connie was like, "What neighborhood is you from?" Cause that's she from Chicago. She from the West Side as well.
I'm from Chicago Avenue, Ridgeway, Ohio, Ridgeway, Ohio, Avenue, Ridgeway, Chicago Avenue, Ridgeway, Huron. Anywhere from Pulaski and Chicago Avenue to Kids in Chicago Avenue.
Okay, so I was looking at one of your snippets, and you were saying how you was in jail, and that was your first time seeing your baby Jaslyn.
Oh
Was
yeah,
Can you speak on that? How
it
did
was
it
so crack.
feel like it was your baby and her coming to see you in jail? How did it have you feeling in the inside?
She was only like a month, like a month, 2 months. She was like 2 months, and at the time, me and my children's mother, we was together. But she was before. I didn't know she had my daughter. I just know that she. Okay, so when she was pregnant with my daughter, I was locked up, and she used to come. My children's mom would come visit me twice a week while I was in jail, and
Hmm.
she was pregnant though. Like so, a month go by, and I just stopped hearing from her. And I'm like, Joe, where my baby mama at? She ain't answering the phone. She ain't visiting me. Like I'm being so naive to the fact that she has a whole like she almost was ready to pop the last time I seen her. Like, as
Right.
far as pregnancy wise. So she popped back up like 2 months later. I go on the visit, I get called out for the visit. I go up there, I'm so angry and frustrated. I'm like, Joe, where you been? I've been calling. Not one time did I look and see that her stomach was deflated. Not one time did I look to see that her friend in the back was holding the baby. I'm just going off like, you ain't answer the phone, I'm stressed. And then she like, Jonte, I had the baby. And I'm like, you feel? I'm like, damn. And then she showed me her, and it was Pinky, just red with a little with a cap on, and I just broke down. But yeah,
Yeah.
that was my first time seeing her.
Yeah. Yeah. I know how that be. I know how that is. Yeah. How old was you? How old was you?
I think at that time I was like 21. I probably had to be like 21. Yep, like 21.
Okay, so I was reading comments that was posted on your YouTube channel, and people, and you know how they was blaming you for what happened to your daughter because of the lifestyle you live. How you felt about that?
Uh, I mean, I can only take accountability for my lifestyle that I live. In the beginning, I know people probably was looking at it like, man, he don't want to take no accountability. It's like I was to take accountability because at the end of the day, my choices are what led up to that. I can't. I could. I'd be lying if I didn't say that wasn't the reason. But I've never intentionally put my children in harm's way. But I
Yeah.
take accountability for the choices that I made. Like, you know what I'm saying. Everything we do don't just affect us. Honestly, it does affect everyone else around us, even if it's our mother. Like, you know what I'm saying, our child or our cousin. Like, we be out here doing we be making temporary decisions that be causing permanent pain. Like just selfishly thinking. Like, you know what I'm saying. So, yeah, I take full accountability of that. But see, the thing is, with accountability, that's for somebody to take amongst their self sometimes. Like in certain situations, like, and I'm just speaking upon the black community because a lot of the hate, majority of the hate was from the black community. Like
Mm-hmm.
it always is. But sometimes in situations like that, like real traumatized situations where a person dealing with a loss or something, like, and they already got a lot of people blaming them, sometimes the best thing to do is for let them take accountability for themselves. Because if you got 1,000 people like it's your fault, it's your fault, it's your fault,
Mm-hmm.
it makes you going into defense mode. Like, well, how's my fault? Ooh, all I did was, you feel me? So
Mm-hmm.
sometimes we just got to sit back and let people learn how to properly grieve and take accountability on their own. Because that's all my situation was. Like I just was trying to feed into so many trolls. Like I was new to the internet too, so I had my defense mechanism was all the way up because I had people coming at me from different angles, not knowing that, man, I break my neck for that little girl. Like I still break my neck to this day, like to
Well,
show, like,
I,
you
I
feel me?
I was watching you on all your platforms, like you was going hard for, that was your twin. That was
Man,
your twin right there. Just like how you your daddy twin,
for
Pinky your
sure.
Yeah. So how's the relationship between you and Pinky Mom now? I know y'all was having y'all issues and stuff like that. She was feeling away, her peoples was feeling away. How it is now, like 2 years later.
Actually, I believe it's kind of got, and it really just got kind of better. But okay, my daughter's birthday was just September 18th. That was just her 10th birthday, and prior to that, I ain't see my son and they other sisters probably since it happened. Since for like 2.5 years, I ain't really had a whole conversation with them. I ain't got to hug them or nothing. But like my daughter last birthday, her mother had let them come out, and she allowed me to spend time with them and stuff like that. So I took that as that the ice is breaking. Like, you know what I'm saying? That, you feel me? And granted, I at first I was mad at her for keeping the kids away from me, my other kids away from me at first, but I understand like now. Back then I really didn't understand because I was still caught up in my own little world. Like, she keeping my son away from me. Like, but at the time I really wasn't even ready to be around them until I could make sure that they in a safer environment. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it got, I feel like it's getting better. She allowed my son to come around for my daughter's birthday. I got to talk to them and hug them. So even though me and her not talking, but like, you know, it's a step by her just letting me see the kids.
And it was another live that I was watching. Man, I'm telling you, I was going down because I know you said you needed your watch hour. So it was one
Mm,
one of the labs. You were sitting in the car, and you was talking about God, how the man above is sending your daughter. He's showing you your daughter through him.
mm-hmm.
I think it was
Mm-hmm.
the numerology. Can you
Numerology
break
one,
that? I
yeah.
like that. So can you break that like down? So I'm like, man, because see, I don't get it. I know like the 666 with the,
Yeah.
I know all that stuff, but can you break it down to us?
I mean, like I say, like in numerology, I'm not really like, as far as like really super. I'm big on it, but like I'm still learning it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really advanced. Like, I just know the basic stuff. Like, God talks to us through numbers all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we do see certain numbers a lot. Like, we just familiar with, like, even your lottery ticket, we go play Lucky 7. Like, we'll 7, 11, 21. Like, those numbers are numbers in numerology for real. Like, how you said 666 is the mark of the beast in the Bible. Like, so God do talk to you. Even 11, 11. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we know, our instinct knows a little bit about numerology. We just ain't got the knowledge to actually dig deep into it. Like, and that's what I'm doing now. I'm trying to really understand what was the purpose out of me losing my daughter, and and what God want me to do with it. So, but just like the part of the numerology, because I kept seeing 11, 11. Speaking of 11, 11, that's what made me get into the video. Because I know you see a lot of people post 11, 11. Like, have you ever seen just people post the number 11, 11, or like at that time, and just be praying like, man, I hope blessings come in 11, 11. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so I was seeing 11, 11 probably for like 2, 3 months straight, and then it made me want to like research the number, and I got into the number. And it basically just told me some inspirational stuff, like motivational stuff, letting me know that to keep following my gut, that doors are opening, that I'm covered, my angels are watching me, stuff like that. And it's like out the Bible. I mean,
Yeah.
you take what you get from what you take from things, like, you know what I'm saying. So and then I also understood, like, with the 11, 11, why I kept saying it, because like I said, the first guy who was incarcerated on the death of my daughter's murder, I had 11 years on him. I was 11 years older than him. He was 11 years older than her. Like with the number 7, she got shot 6 times. I got shot once. That was 7. She was 7. The number 7 in the Bible is the number of completion. It's the number of perfection. It's 7 days in a week that lets you know that the week done. So 7 is God's number. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why it's the lucky 7. And my baby, I felt like my daughter jobs was complete. That's why she was 7. Even though I probably don't want to admit to it or believe it fully, but I feel like at 7, like just like a week is completed in 7 days, my daughter job was complete. She came to do it. She was on a mission. She came and completed. She had the pass for me to be saved. So it's just like, most people believe in Jesus. I believe in Jesus too. I'm a firm believer in Jesus. I believe in God, like, extremely. But like, that's how I know that he's real through the death of my daughter, because she died the same way they tell us that God and Jesus got on that cross and died for our sins. I know my daughter died for my sins, so I must repent through her. You see what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
no difference. It's no difference. She died for my sin. I'm going to repent through her. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me get into it. Tanisha said, "Do you know how your other kids are coping with the loss of Pinky?"
They actually just I was just talking to my daughter, my older daughter, Shishi mom. And they was just basically telling me like that it's they coping with it hard, which I already know they coping with it hard. It's just kids don't have no outlets to explain their mental health, and that's why I'm so happy that their mother allowed me to talk to them this last few months, like, and be back and forth in contact with them,
That's
because
what's up.
my daughter was just telling me like, man, I want to talk about it, but I be feeling like people gonna shut me down, and I had to tell her, I'm like, man, you lost your sister. Don't ever let nobody tell you that you're talking about that too much. It's never gonna be an amount of time you can put on grief. Like, I was telling my daughter this. So, but yeah, they heartbroken. Like, you know what I'm saying? They had to go to a funeral. They baby sister. This they baby, and my daughter at her birthday, we gave the kids like 5 minutes to say what was on their mind on the microphone at her birthday party. And her sister just like broke down, like, and I ain't her sister so tough, like her older sister, just like her mama. She got tough skin. I ain't never seen her like be like a little baby. And just by her being around her grandma, my side of the family, and we ain't seen each other in years, she broke down and she was telling us like, man, that's my little sister. My little sister ain't get to be a teenager. It hurts so bad, stuff like that. And like, just let us know what that the kids got feelings too. And like that's what I feel like some parents be overlooking. Like, it ain't about just buying them what you could buy them, what you provide for them. Like them your parently duties. Like you gotta do that. You still gotta be open minded to how they feeling, because at the end of the day, your kid influenced by something. They feeling something about something. I can't hear you. You I can't hear you.
Are you comfortable being now with your other children since the incident? And how do you
Uh
feel being in the public with them now?
no. And that goes back to why I said I understand why they mama didn't even allow me to be around them after it happened, like when it was fresh.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't have been comfortable with them anyway. Like, you know what I'm saying? And right now, no, I ain't comfortable with nobody like around me in the car with me, unless, especially not no kids, no women, no elderly, like my grandma, my mother. Like, nah, I don't want them in no cars with me here in Chicago. Like, but that's just because I'm traumatized. I'm suffering from PTSD. Like, I already had PTSD because I've been shot before my daughter passed. Like, I've been shot multiple times, but it just put me on alert that I was really living wrong. Like, I thought I was living right, but I was living wrong. I've been had people in the car with me who shouldn't have been in the car with me. It happened to my daughter.
Yeah, did you go through therapy or are you still going through therapy?
Yes, yeah, man. I'm surprised that I went through it that long. And that's mental therapy. I had a counselor still to this day, therapist still to this day. Check on me, text. We do a monthly check in. It be kind of hard. At first, it was kind of hard, but it's better. Like, a lot of people need to get in therapy. A lot of people need to look into it. Like, because it's no bias. Opinions
Yeah.
being made. The person really don't know you. They only going off what you really how you letting me talk. That's what your therapist does. Like, you can't your friend can't be your therapist, and that's what I got out of therapy. Like, it has to be somebody who don't know you, who don't know the person you talking about. But like, yeah, therapy has helped me a lot, and I'm proud that I've been going through it with these last 2 years.
Hmm. Was you able to go to the funeral?
No, because of chaos.
Yeah.
When I was on my way to the funeral, my mom had to call me and tell me, like, Jonte, don't go. Like, and at first I just thought my mom that was like so wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people still feel like I was wrong, but like I was already in the space of like my daughter, I don't care where her body's buried. She's with me spiritually wherever I go. Like, I don't care where they lay her body, her spirit wherever I walk. If I go to the store right now, she's right on the side of me. Like, so it don't. That's where I was at the point. But my mama was telling me, because it was gonna be chaos. It probably been fights among the families. So And I feel like I was like no disrespect to nobody. But from what everybody was telling me and how everybody was telling me, like, oh John, no, don't come up here. It's going they acting a fool, they acting a fool. So I took it amongst myself, like, you know what? Before I go make a fool I'm gonna let y'all put it to rest. Because I see that if I go, y'all gonna make it about me and forget that my daughter even in that casket. Y'all are dead. People probably would have jumped me, tried to kill me. So and I'm not a coward, but at the end of the day, my daughter needs to go in peace. I'm not finna go there and make a scene, and I know because I can't control it. I can't control it. If her mama mad, that's what it is. Like if her mama say she don't want me there, that's just what it is. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hold on. I got someone backstage. I'm trying to get to it. Okay, I think she on there. Are you on there, Miss Nadell?
Yes. Can
Hi.
y'all hear me?
Hey, Doris.
Yes.
Hold on, Miss Nadell. Hi, Doris. How you doing? Welcome, 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 welcome. How you doing, Alan? Nella. Hey, y'all that's coming in. Okay. How you doing, Miss Nadell?
I'm doing all right. Good evening.
Good
Jonta, good
evening.
afternoon.
Good
Um,
afternoon.
I like to say I'm sorry for your loss,
Thank you.
but I had been watching, your story, and I was looking at a lot of videos and things that people had to say. And growing up in Chicago, because I'm from Chicago also, and it was like nine of us. We lived on the west side of Chicago. Is that me mute? I mean, making a lot of noise.
No.
No,
Oh,
I think
okay.
that was me.
Before you proceed, Miss Maydell. Hello, everybody coming in. Make sure y'all hit the like button. I do have his cash out pin. If y'all want to bless him, his cash app is pinned above. You can proceed.
Okay. I grew up in the city of Chicago on the west side near Lovis, around Huron area, and
Hmm.
as growing up, uh, I had a brother that had got killed through violently, and this was back in '79, and it was rough back there that we thought then, and the gang area, the violence, it was like in the community or whatever. It wasn't like to me spread it out the way that it is now. So, uh, how did you get introduced into the gang? Life, because I was reading that it was sad, and you can't believe everything in the article. That's the reason why I'm glad you're here today. But were you a part of the gang? A gang?
Yeah, I mean, it was inherited to me. My daddy did it. The person he looked up to did it. It was a thing. Like it was a family thing. Like we didn't know, and I'm not finna sit here and say that my daddy and them pushed it on me. But that goes the only way I got introduced to it is because the time that my daddy spent in the penitentiary. That time he spent in the penitentiary, those years the streets was able to get in my ear. Older people was able to manipulate me because I didn't have a father figure. So when you don't have a father figure, the only reason we join gangs is we want to be loved. We want to feel accepted. We want to feel like we a part of something. Like you know what I'm saying? So like we didn't join gangs for to gang bang, like you know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. I actually jumped in the street just to start hustling. I just wanted some quick cash, even though it took time away from me. Like I ain't hustling no more. But like that's what I had jumped into it before. But yeah, I could honestly say that I indulged in those type of activities like coming up, just being misled and misguided.
Mm-hmm. Everyone speaking. Did you get a chance to properly say your goodbyes to your daughter?
Nah, now because I'm learning that it takes it does take a lot to go even like just to go see a person like, and then it's like the more time that you run away from it, like going to visit a gravesite or seeing someone, it just becomes harder and harder and harder. And like that's just where I've been because in the process, the first year and a half of this thing, like I was getting bashed, like to the point where like all I was doing was defending myself. So it was even harder to grieve and go see her. On top of being banned from the funeral and stuff like that.
Oh, you
So
got me.
I had got into I had got my put myself into this like really work mode, like grind mode to the point where like I just blocked that. That's how I'm talking to you now because I'm still up in that mode. Like I done blocked everything out. Like no haters. I don't care about YouTubers. I don't care about a comment. I don't care about nobody saying it's my fault. But at first I did. Like you know what I'm saying. But like I had to block everything out and you know and just stay in that in the work mode. Like and with that it all slipped my mind. Like everything slipped my mind. Like she had never slipped my mind because you can see my daughter. I got pictures of her all over my wall up in here. So every day I wake up, I think about that day. Every day. That's my motivation now. Like that's what I turned it to. But like I still, but I feel like now I'm using work as a escape. Go like you know what I'm saying because now it's to the point where I need to go see her because I haven't seen her.
Yeah, and I like how you know all your different platforms, how you going around giving your interview to different people. You know, I really liked that Steve Harvey one. That was a dope one. That had me
Thank you.
crying. You know, I just like it. Like even when you went to New York, how they got her statue up there, that was so dope. I cried. I'm
Thank you.
just
Thank you.
a balloon head, and I just love you know at your age what you doing. I love how you thriving and you growing and you building your platform on you know the basis of your daughter. Your story have to get out everywhere. Everyone have to hear it. They have to see like, and there's no don't judge you. You know, from back then to now, I think you did a tremendous change. Cause like I
Thank
said,
you.
I followed you way before this incident had happened because we know mutual people. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I done seen the growth in you, and I just want to say, keep going and keep pushing, man. Because if you go and tell you, like, I don't know, it's people here in the chat. They have kids. They might listen. And like, even with the youth, what were some of the things that you would say to the youth?
Um, honestly, the streets is a myth. That's the first thing because I wish somebody would have told me that. Matter of fact, the first thing that I tell them is honestly find something to believe in. Find something that's positively that you could believe in. Religion, something like you know what I'm saying. Like because most people don't believe in nothing. That's why we. That's why people do some of the things they do. And another thing, I would tell them, get a job. Like you know what I'm saying. Like ain't nothing wrong with having a job. Like you know what I'm saying. Stop being lazy because ain't no money out there. Like all the times that I've been to jail, the penitentiary, I've been to the penitentiary 3 times, like 10 hours away from my family where you can't see nobody. Like you know what I'm saying. All you can do is get a call. Like, and in those times, all you have is your mother. All I have was my sisters, my mothers, and the woman that I'm dealing with at that time. You don't no friends, nobody you be out there risking your life for. Nobody has ever sent me a dime. Nobody has ever bonded me out of jail. So to the guys that's out there that's like, if you can get out, honestly, because it's only it's gonna send you two ways. That's for real, death or jail. Like it's not a video game. Like if somebody kill you, you don't get your life back. Like you know what I'm saying. A lot of these, that's how a lot of people living. Like tomorrow, I promise. Like so, my thing, and another like, don't put y'all family at risk. If you know that you out here doing such and such, don't be having the kids in the car. Learn from me. Like let me be the poster child for that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, learn from me of what not to do. Like, if you out here running the streets, like.
Absolutely. I see Joy. She say, "I'm glad that you recognize you needed help to deal with this and start with therapy. Grief can take us down without us realizing it." Yeah, that's true. It definitely
Yeah.
can. His channel is Rich Ray Tiller. Oh, it's down. My moderator dropped it down. Hey Lisa B, how you doing? How you doing? Let me see. Oh, y'all could bless the host. I posted it in the comments, and I have his cash app pin up top. Y'all could bless him with a token of
Thank
love.
you.
Like, uh, whew, mm, mm, mm. Okay, so we gonna go. If y'all have any questions or if y'all want to hit the panel, y'all can. Y'all could go. Okay, she just subscribed. Thank you so much. Thank your page, your
Thank
beautiful
you.
growing. It's growing too.
Thank you, thank you. That's to you though. I appreciate you honestly because you a lot of people be so petty with the YouTube information and like I think you and this other YouTuber like y'all the only two. No, it's like three y'all. Y'all gave me advice, but what you did for my channel helped me a lot though. Probably more than anybody though. Honestly,
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah. So where you went with your YouTube, with your albums? Because I was thinking like we could have streamed this, so that way you could have got your watch hours. Cause I wasn't planning on staying here for like 30 minutes or whatever. At least an hour and 30. That way you could go ahead. That's part of your watch hours. And it was telling me, oh, I could drop it back. Hold on. I could drop the link back. I don't know why you fell down. Hold on. And it was saying like the guests they could stream from their page as well. So I was trying to figure out how to do it. Like, I don't know, but I got my people's my good supporters here. A lot of people not here. They will be here because it's some people that went live or whatever, but they will tune in or they'll watch the replay. They strong on the replay game.
I
But
be saying you got a fan base. I like your fan base.
only look, let me tell you, only when it's messy. I'm trying to change, right?
But
I'm do stuff like this. I like this. I did come on here to talk about, my jail stories and stuff like that, but it just wasn't left. So I tried to do something different. So yes,
I
glory
feel you.
to him from the last lab box. Thank you so much. I subscribe.
Thank,
Thank y'all so much for subscribing. Y'all
thank you,
make sure
thank
y'all
you, thank you.
show.
I
Yeah.
appreciate it. But you know the algorithm only pick up the negativity. It's so crazy though how the algorithm work though. Like you can't God and killing is different results. Like you talk about God, you ain't gonna get nobody to pay attention. But
Yeah.
killing, stealing, and robbing and beating them, that's
Hmm.
what the people want to see though. And it just show you people at.
Okay, you went out. Can you say something? Let me hear you say something. I can't hear you. Okay.
You can hear me now?
Okay, yes.
No.
Okay. Okay. Have you ever thought about mentoring the young man on how not to let the street take their life away?
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
playing in the background.
Hold on.
Is that you, Miss Mandel? I believe that's you. Okay. Go ahead. I can't now I can't hear you, Tilla.
Oh my fault.
Okay, there you
You
go.
can hear me? You can hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hmm.
Okay, now you said what was the question? I'm sorry.
I said, have you ever thought about mentoring young men on how not to let the streets take over their life?
Yeah. That's kind of what that's really my like my main goal. Like my main goal is like the kids, like for one the real children. And then but yeah, that's really what I want to do, like help the youth because I feel like they can relate to me more about it because the way I look, because I kind of look like them. I did live the lifestyle that people think that they want to live. I'm kind of like the end result of the life that they think they want to live. Like I've been shot 10 times. I've been to the penitentiary 3 times. So I feel like a lot of the young guys will understand the story coming from me rather than somebody who's 40, 50, just trying to push the gospel strictly on them. Like
Yeah,
a guy like me, I could throw, because I am familiar with the Bible. I have read the Bible a few times. I can throw my life in there and I can mix it with Jesus a little bit to make it cool. Like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah,
I feel like that's the bond that I share with the youth. Like I do have like a lot of young followers. Like that's part of the reason why I stopped doing a lot of the things because I noticed like you said after the Steve Harvey thing, a lot of people looked at me different. Like certain stuff that I couldn't post no more. Like even if it was a joke, like certain people be like, "No, take that down, Joe. We you doing better than that, even if it's a joke." So now and like the influence that I have, then I understand that there's really people out there rooting for me that never met me a day in their life, that's thousands of miles away. So yeah, I'm like, and that gives me motivation every day. Like I wake up to messages on my Instagram from other fathers. Like I just recently had a father tell me He like, man, if it weren't for your story, I probably would have still been BSing as a father. Like your story helped me turn around. Like, you know what I'm saying? So just getting those messages made everything that I'm doing make sense even more. Like I already was doing it for my daughter and God, but like now that I'm getting people 16, 17, 20, like, man, Joe, keep going. We rooting for you. And I see that they in the streets too. When I go through their little profile, and I just see that, man, it's so many young men that want to change. They just ain't got the opportunity or the resources to make the change. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I
Mm-hmm.
want to be an outlet for that.
Okay. Ms. Maydell, did you want to say something before I get into the comments?
Yes, I wanted to ask. You said that you was banned from your daughter's funeral.
Yeah. But like,
Is the reason why because they were blaming you for it?
yeah, basically. Like everybody was mad at me. But like I could have went. But like I say, somebody had to be the understanding one there. Like, cause everybody's hurt, everybody's heartbroken, everybody's grieving. Like, so I could have been that trigger. Like, if I would have went, I probably would have triggered. 9 times out of 10, I would have triggered somebody, and it probably would have been a fight or brawl or something. Like I was on my way to the funeral, but like my mom, I love my mama to death. That's my real. Like if she tell me something, like mamas ain't always right, but I knew in that situation, my mama wouldn't tell me nothing wrong, especially like during my daughter's funeral. She like, Jonte, don't come, just don't come. And it was because she had already seen how I was set up for me to come. What would have happened if I would have came? You see what I'm saying? So and then I'm still on my way. I was drunk that morning. Like I didn't eat. I was drinking that morning, the day of my daughter's funeral. I was still on my way, but like it had to click with me. Like no, don't feed into that. Like let your daughter go in peace. And if it was really about my daughter, people wouldn't have been that mad, or people would have let her go in peace. But like I seen that if I would have went, it would have been chaos. And I'm like, I love her too much.
Mm-hmm.
Like I love her too much to go to her funeral and make a fool. Like so, I'm gonna fall back and let her see y'all act a fool. Let her see how y'all really acting. I'm gonna continue to go crazy and push her name. Like you know what I'm saying. So that's why like not going still bothers me today. But I understand that not going was more not going worked out better for everybody. It,
Yeah, yeah.
if I would have went, that would have just been me. Like, now I'm going. Can't nobody tell me I can't go to my daughter's funeral. That
Mm-hmm.
would have just been me ego tripping.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like the reality of it was like, no, I love that little girl too much to go act a fool. Cause I would have acted a fool with
Mm-hmm.
them. But you know what? No, this is my baby. Like, no, y'all out the world already think I'm ignorant. No, I'm not gonna prove nobody right. Y'all keep acting ignorant. I'm gonna push this little girl name in peace.
Yeah.
So you
And
have
you
what
doing
you have
you
is her memories. Could you,
yeah.
tell us some fun memories that you had with her?
Oh man, all we do is create memories. I ain't gonna lie. I got literally 4 phones of my daughter, like 4 old phones, storage full. But my favorite memory. I mean, she's my favorite memory overall. Her sense of humor. Like that's the things I'm gonna miss the most. Like cause like growing up, I used to joke with my mom. I used to call my mom by her first name, just playing sometimes. Like Wanda, what you doing, Wanda? And my daughter used to do the same thing. Like you know what I'm saying? I used to get irritated, but I used to have to look at her like she ain't doing nothing you ain't did to your mom. Like you know what I'm saying? But like just her sense of humor, her sarcasm, like those things I'm gonna miss. But like one of my favorite memories is all the TikToks, but it would have to be driving. Me teaching her how to drive because I know for a fact I'm the first and I'm the only person that did that with her. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I know that's something because she was so excited to drive because I had recently let her brother drive for the first time prior to that. And she was on my tail about me letting her drive. She like, man, you let my brother drive, let me drive. And I just kept spinning her. Like, and see the thing with a daughter, a guy, like if when a man when a man lets his children become his peace, you can't lie to your daughter. Like I can't lie to my son either, but I could prolong with my son a little bit longer than I could prolong with my daughter. My daughter, if I be like, "Joe, I'm finna buy you this," she's gonna remind me on the clock, on the hour, every second. Like, Dad, remember you said this? And like once you get to that stage, you don't want to let your daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like so, she pushed me to that point. Like now, like I became her first love. I'm happy that she got to see what love felt like. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of girls, women, they don't get that bond from their daddy because your father is the first guy to show you what true love's supposed to feel like.
That's right.
Your father shows you what your man's supposed to do. Like, you know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? And like that's what I was doing with my daughter.
Okay.
Let me see. Miss Connie said that was a wide decision. Sometimes we have to do what's best, even though we want something different.
Mm-hmm.
True. I had Medora say, what's your Instagram name?
It's Rich Way Teller. I think this it right here. Or that yeah.
Joy say, I'm happy to hear you want to do many. I'm happy to hear you want to do many times, many things. People think those we lost are the victims, but it's honestly us that get left behind. Like these kids, they got to deal with this and don't know how.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Let's see. Pretty Little Butterfly said, Pinky, she was the TikTok queen. I heard.
Yeah, man. She loves some TikTok.
I
Like for
remember the
real.
video. Yeah, I liked it, that one. That one, I loved it, that one. And I was trying to find it. I don't know if you just seen the pictures that I was just posting on.
Yeah, yeah.
I was trying to find. Well, it's a video, so I had to do like an MP4 or something like that. Bad being a video, so I just didn't do it. I had some more questions. Let's see.
You could take your time. I ain't got nothing to do.
Y'all make sure y'all bless him though. Bless him. Bless him with a token of love.
Okay, can I ask a question? I mean, if it's you don't you don't have to answer it if you know don't want to, but I wanted to ask you. I
Okay.
was reading through your music. It
Mm-hmm.
was violent music or whatever, controversial, and some of your lyrics, is that how you were judged also by your music, and has your music changed?
Yeah. Music, man. People don't want to admit to it. Music plays a huge role on what's going on in the world today. Because I'm gonna answer both parts. But music is energy. Once people understand that music is energy, it's just on the beat. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if you delivering negative energy, you know what I'm saying? The world gonna pick up on that, and like whatever you get to the universe gonna get to you back. So like yeah, my music was part of the reason I was judged and looked at the way I was. And has it changed? I really don't even do music no more because of I understand that the energy that I was putting out on music. You know what I'm saying? So like it kind of took losing my daughter, knowing that I said certain things in certain songs. It kind of took away the love that I had for rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that ain't even like it ain't okay. I used to want to be a rapper. Losing my daughter, it turned rap solely into a passion. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want no money off of it. Like if I'm gonna rap, it ain't gonna be negativity. It ain't gonna be me talking about nobody dead people. It ain't gonna be nothing negative. Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it changed like the way I think, the way I write. Like I don't even write the type of same music. Like I say, I barely even release music now. I'm so caught up on doing it for my daughter. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I felt like me doing music that's being something that I wanted to do, that would have been making her situation about me. That's another reason I stopped doing music, because I don't want no fame. I don't want to get rich off. Like people already thought I was using my daughter for clout and attention. Like, you know what I'm saying? So for me to just solely get on some music stuff after her death, I felt like that was me making it about me. That's why I'd rather just talk to the youth right now. I'd rather go state to state preaching to kids before I let them idolize me off a video. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather go talk to them. Like instead of like, Joe, go check out my music.
So are you still in Chicago, or did you move?
Yes. Yeah, but just not in like the neighborhoods. Like I'm in like neighborhoods I know my peoples don't go to.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, you gotta black people, we don't go to certain neighborhoods, certain spots. We just know that ain't our areas, and I'm in those areas.
You right, right.
For real. The little
Um,
villages are the real. Like, black people don't mess with little villages and the places we used to get chased growing up at. That's where I live at.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I know.
what do your Cash App picture? What's on there?
I think it's a picture
Have
of
we
me and
get
my daughter.
Him and his daughter.
I
okay.
really
Mm.
appreciate your platform.
You're welcome. Absolutely. Okay, so here is the time that you all can start asking questions, or if you want to come on the panel, you could I could drop the link and you guys could come on the panel if y'all have any questions. Because I still have a couple more. I'm trying to wait till other people get off live. You
Yeah,
know,
the YouTube world is crazy.
man, this crazy. I'm trying to let stall time
Hmm.
to let other people come in. If not, it would be cool. So the link is dropped if anybody want to come up here. Miss Connie say, don't just do it for your daughter. Make sure you do it for yourself. Preferences to make your life easier with this situation. Absolutely, Miss Connie. Yes.
Thank you so much. I honestly needed to hear that because, like I said, I do get so caught up in because I think part of me, I do. Well, I know for a fact that part of me, I still guilt trip. Like, you know what I'm saying? I still guilt trip sometimes, and I think that be some of the reasons still why I just solely focus on her though. Like, I really don't make no time to do nothing. It be feeling wrong to do something that I like. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, but like I appreciate the advice, and I'm definitely gonna step back into my comfort zone and start back doing things that used to make me smile too, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you deserve that. Anybody else, Miss Madell? Do you have anything else to say before I go back to the questions that I wanted to ask? Like I said, y'all can hit the panel. Hey, and the Noble Glove. See y'all, so y'all slowly coming in. How you doing? How you doing? Do you have
I
any?
just I just sent the Cash App to the wrong person.
Oh my God.
I thought it was because it had a bouquet of flowers. And I was like, okay, this right here must be it. But
No.
I requested it back.
Now
So
that if you really can't see it at the top, what is it, God? What is it, God? Be with me. Be with me.
yeah, it got the picture of his daughter Pinky.
Yes. That's the cash app. That's the cash app, y'all. If y'all can't see it at the top, that's the cash app. Oh no, Miss Adele.
That's okay. I'm still gonna donate.
You could get your money back. Where she go? You could get your money back too, Miss Maydell. I hope you know that, girl. But get that money back.
Straight
Yo.
up.
Okay. So I pinned it, y'all. This right there. Um. Hey, Brian. How you doing? Let's see. Okay. Nobody have any questions? Nobody want to hit the link? Okay. Moving right along. Let's see. Okay, they already you are asked that. What's the memories you have of your daughter? Okay, there's a video of you telling how you know your daughter is which. Okay, we said that one. That's when we was talking about the numbers and stuff like that. So let's get like, okay, we already basically talked about the music. Anybody have? We talked about everything. Basically, we did. You requested it. Okay. Or you could go to your bank and tell them you sent it to the wrong person, Maydell. Or you could even call Cash App. They'll handle that for you. But do anybody else have like any questions? Let me go back up, make sure I didn't miss any. The Instagram name, is Rich Ray Tiller. Okay. Any other questions? Let me drop the link again just in case. Okay, and the Noble Glow said she just getting in. What happened to your little angel?
Um,
If you man giving a brief
it's okay.
story of it again.
Okay, so her name was Jasmyn Adams. She was shot 6 times sitting in my car. She was sitting in my car in the passenger seat at the McDonald's drive-through on, I believe, what we was on Kids and Roosevelt. Yeah, she was shot 6 times. She had passed away. And another thing, I just want to clear. I don't know if everybody heard, but a lot of people thought she was in my passenger seat. Like, no, a lot of people thought she was in my back seat, but the whole time she was in my passenger seat. Like, we was in our seat belts. Like, she always sit in the front seat. And a lot of people, it was a rumor that had came out that I shielded my daughter too. Though I don't know if you heard that too.
I
Like,
heard that.
yeah, man, people was going hard though. Like, and that was a part of the reason I stopped. I had to for a minute. I cut off my comments on my pictures because I couldn't win. I thought I was going back and forth with the internet, but they started getting to me. Honestly, I'm just being real. Like how they say, the internet is undefeated.
Yeah.
Like it's undefeated. Like once your business to the public and the real know about it, like it's nothing you could really do but say your piece and keep moving. Like, but yeah, they had put out a false narrative that I had. Like how how Nino Brown, you ever seen New Jack City?
Yeah.
Nino Brown grabbed the little girl when they were shooting. Like no, like people thought I did that. And I'm
Right,
like,
because y'all was in y'all seatbelts.
yeah, we was in our seatbelts, like but like I got so many pages blocked and flagged, trying to argue with the internet, trying to prove that like, man, I love this little girl, this is my baby, I'll do such and such for her, but yeah,
Okay. Okay, so explain how okay, because I know how Roosevelt and kids and to keep in mind, y'all, his child wasn't the only kid that got killed right there and there. I stopped going to that McDonald's anyway. Thinking, who was that? Amari, the little boy. Cause
uh,
they did a little tribute with him as well. With he was going to get McDonald's and they were shooting and the little baby got killed
Amari, which
on the
one,
line.
Brown on the
What the,
live?
the baby was 2 years old.
Oh, I know which baby you talking about. It's so crazy, so many kids done passed, and
Yeah, right. Yeah, it was crazy. So,
I know you talking
this
about.
what before I get into the comments again, this is what I wanted to know. How was it? Cause you was I know you was in the park a lot. I seen the video, and then like the news, they be lying too. They be getting stuff messed up too. So from you, like I know you was in a McDonald's park and in line. How did the cars come? Because it's a enter and an exit. Did they come like through the exit part, or was you already at the McDonald's booth? Was about to order? How
Uh,
was it?
we I said this on another YouTube too, but yeah, they came through the exit. That's what kind of put me on alert because they came through the exit. And when I told this, I said this on another interview too. Somebody was like, but how do you know that they finna shoot just because they came through the exit? I'm like, it's Chicago. It's a certain way we do stuff in Chicago. Like now, granted, we do come through the exit sometimes to skip a red light in traffic or to beat traffic. Yeah, we sometimes go through the parking lot of McDonald's or whatever drive through. But even if it was that, I still have to be paying attention to why this car come through the exit. And just as my gut was telling me, I'm like, oh, this car's speeding through that. They was flying through the exit. But like, yeah, that's what kind of let me know what was gonna happen. Like, other than that, I ain't have no gut feeling. Like, it was just another day with me and my daughter going to get McDonald's. But yeah, they was flying through the exit. They pulled all the way to the back of my car though. Like, and there was a car ordering in front of me too though. Yeah, so I couldn't really reverse or go forward. So like if you see on like YouTube, you'll see that my car kind of crashed into the pole. Like that's because I was trying to run off the side, like you know what I'm saying, because I couldn't back up or go forward. So I'm like, I'm just gonna try to skip the curb, but like I ended up crashing. Yeah. Are you on mute?
Also was.
It's
So
okay.
like when how was your daughter reaction when she was hearing about the gunshots?
Uh, okay. Imagine we was both in seatbelts. Like I don't do nothing. Like if my kids in my car, everybody gotta have seatbelts on. Like
Right.
that's just me. Like despite that, I regret having the seatbelts on because of we both couldn't move. Like, you know what I'm saying? We was both panicking and stuff like that. But when the gunshots first went off, like nobody was hit. And mind you, they shot almost 50 sometimes. So nobody was hit. And like people like if in a shootout, like 60 seconds worth of gunfight, it's for like 10 minutes. Like it's so long. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, but the first few shots go off, I say like the first 15 shots went off, and it was just like I knew they were shooting at me because I seen how they got out the car, like, and they pointed the gun right at my car. But like the first shots went off, she was just like panicking, like, did you hit them gunshots? Like nobody was hit yet or anything. Then like another round go off. She seen me I got shot first. I got shot in my spine before my daughter even got shot because they shot from the back of my car to the front. So the first bullet hit me in the spine, and when she seen that, I jerked, and it kind of like pushed me up under the steering, like under the car. Her daddy's turned into like a panicking daddy, and she was like, daddy. Like she seen it went from like a daddy, you okay, to like a daddy, like you ain't okay. Why you moving like that? Like, and she started like frantic, and as she seen me like twitching, like trying to gather myself. And then like as I gather myself, they think that the car, matter of fact, my feet was on a brake. So once they seen my cop in the move again, after they stopped shooting for a second, they seen my cop in the move again, they started shooting again. Because they felt like, I guess they seen the cop moving, like, oh dang, we ain't kill him, so keep shooting. But whole time, the only reason my car was moving because I ain't have no pressure in my legs to keep my foot on the brake anymore. Like, you know what I'm saying? At that point, I'm just in the car with my daughter as it's getting shot up. Like, so, and the car never got put in park. In the draft, we don't put the car in park. We just put our foot on the brake. So, like, as everything going, now my foot off the brake, the car moving, the car rolling, like, you know what I'm saying? And, like, as I gathered myself, she was already, like, as I turned to her, like, after all the gunshots go off, I turned to her and she was, like, face down, like in the seatbelt, like, but I also seen her struggling trying to get out the seatbelt, like, and another reason I say that I kind of regret having the seatbelt on because, like, in the heat of the moment, I'm so frantic, you know what I'm saying, and traumatized about what's going on. Like I done forgot to click the seatbelt. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see why I can't get to her, but like it's so much going through my mind, I done forgot that I'm in the seatbelt. Like she's steady trying to move, but I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Whole time we both in the seatbelt. We, you know what I'm saying, can't get to each other. But once I heard her stop saying stop dead, the dead he stopped coming, like, because that was the only thing that was letting me know, like, we okay. I know it sounds like a lot within 60 seconds, but I promise you, it's so much that could go on in 60 seconds as guns going off. But yeah, once she stopped saying daddy, I turned around, I'm like, damn, and I seen my daughter like face down, like as if she was trying to get out the seatbelt. Like the seatbelt kind of, like, interfere with probably, I mean, God makes no mistakes. Like, let's just be clear, God makes no mistakes.
Yeah.
But I honestly felt like those seatbelts, like if the seatbelts was on, I felt like she could have moved. I felt like she could have, you know what I'm saying? She could have did way more instead of just sitting there. Like we both had to just sit there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So are you okay, I know you got justice for your daughter. Um, are you currently still going to court, or did they take their time yet, or what's going on with them
Um,
with that?
okay, so it's three guys awaiting trial on her murder trial, and then there was a fourth guy who got charged with straw purchasing, who bought the guns for them. The guy who bought the gun, he was always in Indiana. They never released. He got federal probation. The feds had picked the fourth guy case up. Thank you for the cash out, boss lady. I honestly appreciate it. God bless you. But the fourth guy was an Indiana resident, so the feds here wound up picking up his because he had a gun card and he was buying guns and selling them and stuff. So they charged him with that because they couldn't prove that it was premeditated, that he bought the guns intentionally for them to do the shooting. All they could really charge him is just straw person. But he pleaded to probation. He admitted that he sold the guns to somebody. Um, the media didn't cover that part of the story, but I had spoke about it on my channel. But basically, what I got from the guy who bought the guns, pleading out, is that the other guys got to plead up because he already said that he sold the guns to one of them. You know what I'm saying? So that's a blessing. And then the other three guys are waiting the trial. state trial here in Chicago. I haven't been to court yet because they haven't started trial yet. I do get the letters like every month letting me know the status, the update, like letting me know their next court date. But until the judge subpoenas me, I really don't have to go. But overall, things looking really good. I mean, we got some confessions, some video stuff, some. I'm actually happy that she's getting justice. Like I know so many people, children. I could, like you said, Mark Brown getting justice. A little girl just recently got killed in Little Village, Melissa Ortega. My sister Miriam Jones got shot in the neck during a TikTok. The bullet came through the window and over in L Town. Like I know so many little kids that haven't got justice. Like so just my daughter even getting this little attention and the justice system actually showing that they could be legit sometimes with her. Like it motivates me to not want to backtrack and go back to my old ways because a child don't need street justice. Like, you know what I'm saying? Should no child be out? Should nobody be out here talking about some, oh, they killed your daughter. You supposed to go down there and kill everybody. No, that ain't right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because angry people make stupid decisions. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I was angry, like, ain't no telling. I could have probably, if I was angry enough, if I would have let this thing take a toll on me, I probably would have killed the wrong person. I could have killed the kid or somebody I know would have killed the kid trying to get revenge for me and my daughter. Like, and I don't move like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't touch no women. I'm not a fan of women touching, beating women. I don't do none of that. Kids, like, none of that. Like, my mom raised me respectfully. My grandma raised me respectfully. So I'm just happy that she's getting justice, like, honestly.
Yeah. Thank you so much, boss lady, for the $50. And thank you for being a member for 8 months, girl. You is rocking with me. I appreciate it. In the note said, when did this happen? He is so strong talking about it.
It happened on April 18th, 2021. What was so crazy up in the numerology thing? That's what I forgot to tell you since she just said that. My daughter, remember I told you we was fixing the radio, the aux cord and stuff like that, arguing about it. Like literally, like
The
if people could,
time.
the
The time.
time was so crazy, bro. Like the time still fucked me up to this day. Screw, pardon my language, but the time was like even if you go to an article, some articles gonna say 421, some gonna say 420, most of them gonna say approximately 418.
Yeah.
The time I seen was 418. My daughter got killed on April 18th at 4:18 p.m. Like that was another sign. I'm like, man, God trying to show me something, Joe. Like it's more
Mhm.
than what I think it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like even in the car, like I had a breakdown moment. Like after my car got shot up, the smoke cleared. I'm looking at my daughter in my passenger seat. I'm shot. I'm just numb at the time. And I'm just asking God, like, I'm talking to God in the car, like, man, what? Like, I'm asking, like real what? Like, what? Like, what you want? Like, what you want from me? And it's like, I already knew. Like, without him even saying nothing, I heard exactly what he said. Like, you know what it is. Like, you know what you got to do. You know what you did, and I do. So you know the life you live, and I did. And you know what you got to do, too. And that's talking to the kids. So that's what I'm doing right now. So,
Yeah, that's what's uh let me get it. Could you see the comments, Tiller?
yeah. Yeah.
Okay, you can read. I'm just showing these pictures. I'm trying not to go fast. I just got some. I didn't want to put like no. I didn't want to be disrespectful and get like, her cast, stuff like that. It was some videos that I did wanted to show with you and her, and I wanted to get when y'all did the balloon release, and your
Mm-hmm.
dad was praying, and then they let the balloons go, but they was telling, hold on, because you had something to say. The words that you were saying, and I felt it, and I just started crying, because you like, man, y'all got y'all kids here. Y'all, I don't, I don't got my,
Yeah.
look at y'all kids. Y'all got y'all kids. Cover your kids, love your kids. And that, oh, it just did something to me, man. Like, this story is so sad. It's sad.
Okay.
And like,
Yeah.
I know, like I say, I know your child, my family. I know they, because I'm from the village, and
Mm-hmm.
that's where they be at. I know them, but I think it would have been best for me to come through you, because you the one that you was
Yeah.
the victim as well. So yes, let me get back into these comments. Let's see, I got two of them. Today out of the hospital you went. Okay, 2 days out of the hospital, you went to a balloon release. It was beautiful, and she was loved.
Oh yeah. I had to actually had to check myself out the hospital. Honestly, like people would not believe how the police interrogated me in the hospital. My mom was sitting right there. Like they did not let me. They didn't want me to see my daughter. They didn't tell me how many times my daughter was shot. And then the suspicious stuff was they told my mama that I had COVID. I wound up getting tested for COVID, and I didn't have COVID, and they would deny me all my visits. Whole time they was only doing that so the police could stall, so the police could make it up there in time to come question me, because a shooting happened, I believe, after my daughter passed. Another shooting happened at Papa's drive-through, like an hour later, and then I had, as I'm sitting in the hospital, after my car got shot up, I got the police interrogating me about this down here on at Papa's. They trying to basically link the shootings, trying to make it seem like it's everything gang related. So I ended up checking myself at the hospital because I'm like, and I'm telling them, I'm like, y'all got me under interrogation, and my daughter in the next room shot up 6 times, and they not letting me see her. Y'all ain't giving me no valid information. But so yeah, I definitely had checked myself out the hospital and went to the balloon release.
Mm. And the note with glow say, "Wow." Let's see. Any more questions, y'all? Miss Connie say, I never go to the McDonald's because they have them young teenagers being super unprofessional and they play too much. I would
Yeah,
go
man.
on Cermak and Western, but now they put a new one on Roosevelt and Ogden. Really? So there's a McDonald's, a Burger King, and the White Castle over there?
Straight up. That's the one I go to on Western though. Sir Mac Western.
Pretty Little Butterfly say, I've been stopped eating McDonald's. She was like, "Oh, did they give? Because I know they did it for the baby. By your daughter, by her incident happened over there. Did they pass out like free McDonald's to the kids as well?"
They did. I mean, they matched what the people bought. I think. So yeah, the McDonald's definitely did. They passed out some free food, but overall, it really was like people. Like I forgot the guy's name. I wish I knew his Facebook name by heart. I would have gave him his flowers on here. But yeah, it was some guys that I've never met, that I didn't know, who my daughter just touched. That's who really started all those the ride out for pinkies when everybody had their motorcycles, they old school cars. They did the ride out for those was just random people. Then a random guy had bought like $1,500 worth of McDonald's, and McDonald's had matched everything. Every Happy Meal we bought, McDonald's gave a Happy Meal. So yeah, they definitely was doing their thing. But they McDonald's old. I ain't gonna say they old us that, but the CEO of McDonald's had actually said they should have did more than that, because they told, I don't know if you seen my baby mother's interview, her WGCI interview. She did a WGCI interview, and the CEO of McDonald's, and it was about the McDonald's people, because they had said we failed our children.
I remember
Lori
that.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Lori Lightfoot pulled a election move, a election move, and tried to throw the CEO of McDonald's under the bus with some text messages where they was going back and forth. She still wound up not getting elected again though after the tactics she pulled. But yeah, I feel like he was bogus, and I really wanted to sue them, but I didn't know, I ain't know nothing about defamation of character. I still don't know stuff like about that type of stuff. But a lot of people was telling me that I could have sued them because he had told Lori Lightfoot, man, Jaslyn Adams and Adam Toledo family, they failed their children, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. The crowd you hang with, are they still around and do they talk to you?
Honestly, it's so crazy you just asked that. I was just literally telling myself today, I ain't got no friends. Like, I don't have no friends. But I think it's better like that, because like you, even like how you just said, when you being messy, people would just come want to be around you all day and watch what you doing. And like that's what I was being messy before my daughter. Like basically, like that's why I had a lot of friends, because I was the stuff I was condoning in. So it's like that's what I'm saying. My daughter woke me up. It took for if my daughter, I feel like my daughter gone so I could see her again. Like if she probably would have left, I probably would never been trying to get into heaven. I probably wouldn't been this firm on being like a big believer in God. Like, you know what I'm saying? But so now that I know she up there with him, I want to be right there next to her. So now I'm living righteously. You know what I'm saying? So like, but without her passing, I'll probably be still living for the devil. Like, and I still have fake friends. Like her losing her exposed me to reality. Like I had nothing but fake friends because there's no reason why I ain't got no friends now. Only reason I don't have friends because I want justice for my daughter. Everybody got, the young guys, how they saying young people ignorant.
Yeah.
Everybody got this, snitch K, we ain't talking to the police, woo, 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 woo. Well, I didn't feel like that in the case of my daughter. So a lot of people didn't agree with that. Like, I want justice for my daughter, legal justice. So, but like, if people could support me down and bashing another man, but turn their back on me for the actions I take after I lose my daughter, that mean they was never truly friends anyway. So,
Yeah. So how do you feel now? Because I was saying they was calling you a snitch or whatever. How do you feel? How do you feel about them when they was calling you? Saying, "Oh, you a snitch," or "You telling the police," or "You this," or "You this." Because I know in one of your interviews you were saying like how when the incident happened, you had one person in mind, which was an op, and you inboxed him immediately, and he
mm-hmm.
laughed at you or whatever. So how you feel when they was calling you snitches and stuff?
uh, like I say, the people who I felt did it, who actually locked up, they got themselves incriminated by leaking personal messages that I sent to them, trying to expose me. Like if I send you something on your messages on Facebook, nobody's gonna see it but me and you. These goofies, they took it upon themselves trying to clown me. They screenshotted the message of me being like, I'm telling them, turn yourself in. I'm gonna give y'all such and such time to turn yourself in. They screenshotted, posted on Facebook, went viral, trying to act like with the caption, tell a snitch, look, this is what he just inboxed me. Now you done made yourself a suspect because it got before they took it down. He had 5,000 likes in 2 hours, 2,000 shares. You see what I'm saying? You done chased clout to the point, but now you're a whole suspect because you done showed the world that I think you had something to do with it. So now, if you go on YouTube, you could look up Facebook solves Jaslyn Adams case. Literally, it's 3 videos that's caption is Facebook helped solve the murder case of Jaslyn Adams. They tracked them boys down from their Facebook IP address. Everything that they said on Facebook screenshotted. Like literally. And another reason that made me want to get justice for her is because when I inboxed him, I didn't know what I wanted to do, honestly. I was just trying to scam. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like hoping that they would really turn themselves in. And but I didn't know what I wanted to do. I probably wanted to get revenge at the time. I was just being like evil at the time because they killed my daughter. But what let me know that they deserve to be in jail is that they laughed at it. I think they make a status joking about it. Like, and if you know you had something to do with it, why would you joke about it? If you know you had something to do with it, you shouldn't be saying nothing on the internet. But the fact that you don't care enough to reshare the status and say some joking stuff about it lets me know that you don't have a soul. Like, death be too easy for people that want to die. We already living to die. Some people need to go sit down, maybe go find Allah, go do you about 10, 15 years in the penitentiary and find you a purpose. Instead of, because if you just leave with death, with that heart, you ain't gonna make it to the gates of heaven. So some people have to go sit down to understand. Go help the next guy. Go help the next 15-year-old. But like me just wanting to kill you, now that's too easy. You laughed about the death of a 7-year-old. You want to die. I'm not gonna grant you that. I want you to go learn. I had to go do time. Jail help me learn. I ain't been to the penitentiary in years because I learned. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I want from them. I don't want death on them, boys. Like, you know what I'm saying? None of them. I want y'all to just go learn.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Miss Connie said young people need to take a lesson from you. When you have children, your life isn't yours. You have to change your life until they can take care of themselves.
Mm-hmm. It's a
Hmm.
fact. That's what I
So
mean. I had to
go
grow
ahead.
into
I'm sorry.
that though. I had to grow into that. I'm not gonna act like I always the perfect parent. Like I said, my daughter and my kids had to become my piece. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I had to make them my piece. Once I understood that the love I was yearning from, I can't get this from no woman. I can't get this from no cousin. I can't get this from no friend. The love I get from my children is unconditionally all day, 24/7. So once I accepted that, like, man, these kids love me. They never change on me. Every day they wake up next to me, it's the same daddy. I love you. And like that became my drive. Like, man, Joe, my kids, they made me happy. And like once I got to that space, there wasn't nothing I wouldn't do for them still to this day. But like they had to grow on me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like like women be trying to force guys to be fathers. Like, no, he gotta want, a man has to want to be a father. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't, babies don't change, guys. None of that change. A man has to want to change. Like, you know what I'm saying? If a man won't change for his child, he damn sure ain't gonna change for no adult. Like, so I changed for my daughter. Like, still to this day.
And the girl in the Nova Glow, she said a snitch because he wants Jaslyn for his baby girl. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
society today. That's society today, man. They
Um.
call I'm they calling you could be a mother. The mother, even if the mother won't justice, the people gonna be like, oh, she the police. Like, it's crazy. Like,
Pretty Little Butterfly said that's exactly one reason why CPD can't solve no cases because people don't want to talk.
and that's why I said, like, my daughter not just gonna be no, because the thing about revenge, what people don't fail to realize, just because you mad don't mean you're gonna go get this guy you looking for. Like, I could have died searching for these guys, trying to go kill them. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm going in, my baby gone, nobody got answers, my family ain't got justice, and none of that. Like, so that's what people don't understand. Like, just because you angry don't mean you gonna go out there and do what you think you're gonna go do. Like, I could have lost my life for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, people just, my daughter couldn't be no another just senseless murder in Chicago. Like because I done seen this so many times. Like, again, I got family members. Like, I'm so close to so many people that lost their children, who ain't got no outlets, who ain't got no Steve Harvey, who ain't got no platforms. Like, you know what I'm saying, to express how they feel and what's on their mind. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna talk for mans, honestly.
Absolutely. Modell say God has a way of getting our attention. Yes, he does. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yes. I can't even see how many people in here. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard. It's just, it's crazy. Y'all, can y'all please hit the like button though? And anybody else has any more questions? I think we've been on here for like an hour, 30 some
Yeah,
minutes. Right here.
yeah.
I had to, I was having technical difficulties. Y'all know I normally come on with my camera off, but I had my notes and stuff in my phone, so I was going off my tablet. But the tablet, it was showing like this glitch. I don't know. That's like Android. I don't know how to work no Android. So I had to transfer over to my phone and was trying to get out of the one in the tablet. I'm not that advanced yet, y'all. So that's why it say I'm back. That's why the title say I'm back, but I am gonna change it to what it's supposed to be. So yes, any more questions before we end the live? Let me check my notes and make sure I answer everything. Hold on. Okay, hold on. As I said, if you see the comments, you can always answer them. I'm looking at my notes.
All right. I appreciate y'all for listening.
Ain't a lot of little
Honestly,
stuff like that.
I appreciate y'all for listening and opening up y'all platform to me. And I appreciate everybody who subscribed too. I can't hear you.
Can y'all how many people I have in my chat? I can't see. Social media. And make sure he's on Facebook. You could shout out your channels, your platforms too, Jonte.
Okay. All my
Cause
all.
I'm on all of them. TikTok, social, I'm on everything.
Thank you. All my social media handles is Rich Way Tiller. That's TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. I think that's all I got. And Threads. Yeah, I barely be on Threads though. But yeah, all of it Rich Way Tiller.
Okay. Hold on, you got some since you weren't invited since you weren't invited to her funeral, were you included in her obituary and did you receive one?
Yeah. The crazy thing is, my family. my daddy and them pastor and them actually did the funeral. That's how crazy it was. Like my daddy and them put the funeral together, did the obituaries. Yeah, I had a picture. I had a picture in the obituary. Only one picture though. Like that it kind of blew me. But like they only had one picture of me up in there. Like, but yeah, I received the obituary and stuff though. I think you muted again.
Then I don't know why I keep doing that. Doris say, great laugh, and may God continue to give you strength.
Thank you. God bless you and yours too.
Miss Connie say, this was very good and interesting live. You put clarity on a lot of questions people had. You stay prayed up and continue on your new path.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Honestly.
In the Noah Glow, if he said it, but he could, if he wants to, he could answer that again. So in the Noah Glow, say why he wasn't invited to the funeral. That's crazy.
Because emotions.
And then if you really don't, cause in the know, you could catch the replay. You can always catch the replay. Y'all know y'all big on the replay, but if you want to, Jonte, you can.
I'll give her a little brief rundown because I know you want them to catch the replay too, though. But yeah. Wait, what was the question?
Okay, loving me, Tracy say blessings to you. Keep your hand up. Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time. Thank y'all for blessing this young man with love, or talking to love. Thank you for coming in, listening to his story. And I wish you nothing but the best on your journey. Continue to tell your story throughout the world. And yeah, salute to you.
I appreciate you for having me. I appreciate everybody in the chat who supported me. Thanks for the donations. The subscribers. Honestly, the subscribers mean so much to me. Like honestly, like God bless you, and I hope your platform continue to grow. And I appreciate you for having me.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Have a great day.
You too.
In the Noble Glow, his link right there. His link is in the chat.
All right. You got any more questions?
Um, it say talk about state and honor. Maybe I'll say talk about state and honor.
Okay. Could you elaborate?
Can you elaborate, Medell? Let me go out and come back in. Hold on. Thank you so much for subbing. Maybe can you elaborate? You say talk about what you say. Talk about state and honor. And thank you. And then talk about the statue. The statue was made of daughter. Oh, they want to hear about the
Oh,
statue.
the statue. The statue was actually made by this guy. He's a New York. He's from New York. His name is Scott Lebedo. He reached out to me probably like I want to say 3 months after my daughter passed. Sent me this package, basically giving me the rundown about how the sculpture would be, why he wanted to do it. He said the story caught his attention because of how big it reached through social media. It was bigger than Chicago. It kind of went worldwide. So he kind of seemed like all the attention the story was getting, the backlash I was getting, and he basically told me like, look, Joe, I don't mean no disrespect, but I want to make Pinky. He told me like I want to make Pinky like the poster child for gun violence across the world. And I'm like, okay, anything that involves keeping my daughter's name alive, I'm with. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then he started to GoFundMe. We had to come up with almost like $15,000. He came up with the money. He raised the $15,000. We wanted to get it placed in Chicago, but Chicago wasn't Chicago. That wasn't too fond of it. Chicago was trying to taxed us on the pricing to place it downtown, which it should have been something that they do for free for kids that lose their lives here. Like they should be having pictures and mirrors of all the children here for free, tax free. Like you know what I'm saying? But Chicago was so big on the money, the stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So the guy like, we just gonna do it in New York on Staten Island. Like her statue on Staten Island, you got to get on the ferry. It's a boat you got to get on to go see her statue. So once you get on the ferry you ride across the Statue of Liberty. Like you'll be able to see the Statue of Liberty clear as day going to see my daughter's statue. Like, but yeah, he basically just wanted to make her like the poster child of gun violence across, not even just in Chicago, because it happens everywhere. Memphis, Texas, California, Chicago. Like kids dying on a day-to-day basis across the world. And that basically was the motivation behind the statue. But the statue actually just got broke though. The statue got broke though after the Floyd Mayweather and the John Gotti fight. I believe they just fought recently. The It was a race war after John Gotti and Floyd Mayweather fought. A lot of Italians and black people started fighting behind stage, backstage, and the island that my daughter's statue was on is basically an Italian island ran by old monsters like John Gotti and them. It's on Staten Island. So after Floyd Mayweather won the fight, a race war broke out. I guess the Italians on Staten Island just decided to trash anything they had to do with like Negroes, like because her statue, she's not the only statue on the island. Like you feel me? I just felt like they targeted her because she was a black girl from Chicago, and like I get it. I don't understand what to make a person do something as hateful as that, but I understand like she's not even from New York, so I understand why it'd be easy for someone to get upset and knock it down. Like you know what I'm saying? But yeah, they broke the statue because of John Gotti lost a boxing match.
Mm-hmm.
For real, it sounds crazy.
A pretty little butterfly say, I love to see the new you because back then you was a hellraiser, and I definitely know why.
Yeah, man.
So that pretty little butterfly is my mom. Remember I was telling you about your
Mm-hmm.
cousin. Okay, yeah. So yes, that's my brother who back here. That's our mom.
Thank you for seeing the growth in me, honestly. That means so much to me that people could actually see it because sometimes it feel like you be doing it for nothing. But like when people tell you like, Joe, I'm proud of you, and that means a lot, like honestly. Because the
Uh,
people I
Sonny
know
said,
people go ahead, you
go
go
ahead,
ahead.
sorry.
No, you go ahead.
Miss Gundy say they could have even placed one at her school. Chicago needs to stop being greedy, shaking my damn head.
That's a fact. Definitely a fact. I mean her school, honestly, her school got a memorial her though. She has like I'm gonna send you the pictures. It's like she got a big old thing at her school. She got like two parks at her school though. But like her school show her a lot of love, like honestly, and that's another reason I haven't been to see her at the gravesite, honestly, because she had the statue in New York. She got the memorial at her school. Like it's just so many places that I can go. Like you know what I'm saying, to see her name, to see her face. Like you know what I'm saying. That's just like a gravesite. So those few memorials that she do have here in Chicago was kind of the reasons why it took me so long to go see her at the gravesite. Like honestly, I flew all the way to New York to go see the statue before I went to go see her buried in the wall because like the statue was of her embracing, like her arms was open, like as if she asking for a hug. So to me, I'd rather go spend my money to go fly out there and go hug my baby statue than go see her in the wall because to me she's still here. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I like it how she was. It was like pretty much she was like surrendering. I
Yeah,
like I
she was
like
like
it.
surrendering. Yeah, like that's me and my mom talked about it too. Like she was kind of like surrendering, like, and that's why I rather go. I went all the way out there before I went to go sit in the graveyard because they say people will travel thousands of miles to bury you all day, but like people won't appreciate you while you here, or you know what I'm saying? But like, so yeah,
Let's see. Wow, I hope it can be replaced. Everybody they saying, wow, would it be replaced? I hope it could be replaced.
yeah, we trying to
Doris
now.
Doris say, I knew the statue was vandalized. I knew the statue was vandalized, but didn't know the reason behind it.
Yeah, some rich boxing matches. That's what's crazy, bro. Some people that got billion, and like that's a lot of people telling me to tag Floyd Mayweather and tell him to get it done over. And that's the type of stuff that should happen, honestly. Like you got these rich people and they making millions and millions of dollars off these boxing matches, and just for the statue to get broken due to the results of a boxing match is crazy. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna say it like I'm not a racist at all. Like even the guy who did the statue, he's Italian. Like so when he told me that some thugs vandalized it, literally he didn't say no race though. Like you know what I'm saying? He just like some thugs. Like and in my mind, I'm like, man, Joe, I hope ain't nobody, no black people that mad at me in New York. Cause you know, people was mad at me from all over the world that for the death of my daughter. So in my mind, I'm like, man, this guy to Joe. People don't never hate me that much, Joe. They done told my daughter to statue down in New York. And then my mom them had to break it down to me like, Jonte, they ain't had nothing to do with you. I'm like, what you mean? She like, Jonte, Floyd Mayweather and John Gotti just fought the week your daughter's statue got broken. And then I go on YouTube, I see all the race wars. Black versus Italian, black versus Italian, black versus Italian. As I'm in New York, all I'm seeing is that now is Italian. It's Italian dominant. Like you know what I'm saying? So I know for a fact. And like I say, it's mob ran. Like the Gottis and John Gottis, they used to run these certain parts of New York, these boroughs. New York is sectioned off in boroughs. And Staten Island is one of them that was ran by mobsters, John Gotti and them. So yeah, that definitely was the reason. My mom had to break it down to me, but like I wasn't even mad when I found out. But the only thing I was mad about was the guy didn't tell me right then and there that it was vandalized. The guy who made it, because it was his people who did it. If it was black people that would have tore that statue down, he would have let me know that black people tore it down. Because just to bring us down more, like you know, some black thugs did it, but he didn't because it was Italian people. It was men of his own kind did it. So that's what he felt like he didn't even have to tell me. If I would never went out there and flew to New York, he wouldn't even told me my baby statue got tore down because he was so ashamed of his culture. You see what I'm saying? Like so, and
Miss Connie say, okay, wait. Doris say she's in the wall, right? Yeah.
yeah,
She
I'm seeing the
my
wall.
mom. She in the wall. Miss Connie say, just try and reach out to see if he would do something. He can only say yes or no.
Yeah, we me and my mom and my uncle now we just want to come up with some of the money first because he came up with everything. Like a lot of people, my baby mama and them thought honestly they thought that I had got some GoFundMe money for my daughter, but whole time the money was for the statue. Like you know, and my name not even on the GoFundMe. It raised the money, but ain't no way in hell I can get the money though. Like you know what I'm saying? Because it's in the painter's name. The GoFundMe was made in the painter's name. My name's nowhere on it. So like when they seen that they seen me share his status saying that it's a GoFundMe.
You breaking up a little bit.
Okay, my fault. You can hear me?
Okay, you cool.
What about now?
You cool.
But
Yeah.
yeah, my baby mom and them had thought I had ran out for some GoFundMe money whole time. It was just the money was going strictly for the statue. The statue was almost $15 to get made and placed. Like so, they seen me sharing GoFundMe. They like, oh, he trying to benefit. He coming up off the. I'm like, I've never received $1 for my daughter. I promise you, like ever. Like, but yeah, we just my family. We want to try to come up with majority of the money first, just in case he do say no. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Maydell say, salute to your mom, a woman of wisdom. I know she prayed many nights.
Yeah, man. I'm so thankful for her. That's why you gotta cherish your parents, honestly. Like you definitely gotta cherish your parents. My mom just buried her mama. Like, so you know, I understand. Like, and yeah, my mom definitely been there with me through this all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some of the things I didn't understand when it first happened, like why she was telling me not to come to the funeral, or you know, it didn't make sense at the time because I was angry and emotional. But you know, as time transpired and days go by, I understand that she was totally right. Like, you know, she's always right, honestly. Like your parent, what I learned, she might not be right that day, but what she said that day gonna prove to be right probably next week. Like, so she was right the whole time, you know what I'm saying?
We've been on here an hour and 40 minutes, y'all. I really, really appreciate you all for stopping by. And again, thank you again, Jonte, for coming in and sharing your story. I really, really appreciate you. You just don't know. At first, I was scared. I'm like,
I'm
man, I was
always
telling
scared.
Maydell because one of my the supporter, the lady who was up there on the panel, I was like, man, I want to do an interview on him, but I don't know what he gonna say. So I don't know if I should say, man, we know the same people or what. What is it? So when you came in the chat, that's what no, you did a premiere, and that's when I came under your comments
Oh
and
yeah.
asked, and I was like, yeah, he ain't never respond back. So I was so geeked last 2 weeks ago when you came. I was like, ooh, he came in. So I'm so glad you seen it, and thank you for reaching back out.
Thank you
They
for reaching
say,
out.
Miss Cuddy say they always say a girl's dad is the first love. A boy's mom is his first love also.
That's why it's mama's boy, daddy's girl. Like that's a real thing. Like I'm a mama's boy. Like I love my daddy to death, but it's like because I feel like a daddy don't want his daughters to be like the women he's dating, and he don't want a guy to treat his daughter the way he probably treated some women. And I feel like a mom just don't want her son to be like the guy that got her pregnant who probably was a deadbeat or you know what I'm saying? So it's like overprotective on both, like both parties protective. Like I sit here and watch TV shows all day that remind me of me and my daughter on like Everybody's Hates Chris or like Just a Bond with Julius and Tanya because that's his baby girl, or even if it's Bernie Mac, the Bond Bernie Mac had with the youngest girl, or I know if have you ever seen One on One with Flex Washington and Brianna and them?
I love 101. Come on,
Like
Dan.
that's my favorite show. Like that's because the way him and Brianna act, that's how me and my daughter act. Like and that's that bond that daddy and daughter share because like it's nothing wrong. Like really a father just don't want to let his daughter down. Like you really just don't want to let her down. You really just want to be there. You want to be Superman. Like that's really what it is.
Pretty little butterfly say, "Was your y'all coming? Y'all just don't want us to get off. It's too good. This interview is good, y'all." Pretty little butterfly, was your mom invited to the funeral?
Yeah. Like yeah. Like my baby mama and them, like they love my mom. She loves my mama to death. They the same zodiac. So my mama love her. Like my mama talk to her more than me. Can have a more stable conversation with my baby mama more than I can. Like you know what I'm saying. So she never exit my mom out. She never try to underplay my mom for her role. Like yeah, she definitely keep my mom in the loop. Like that's who when my grandma just passed. That's my baby mama called my mama. Like, you know what I'm saying? Despite everything, how she might feel about me, be like, she definitely stays in contact with my mama, though.
Anything else, y'all? Okay. She called me and was like, "I got it, huh?" I said, "I got it." She said, "Oh." Madame, she said, I called her and said, "I got it." She said, "Huh?" I said, "The interview." Because man, I was like, man, I don't know. I don't know what he gonna say. I don't know how I'm gonna approach him or how this gonna go. I was like, oh, but it happened, and I'm so thankful for it. Thank
I'm
you.
thankful for you, too, honestly. For real.
Okay, y'all. This was good. Thank y'all again for blessing the guests, showing some love. Maydell, did you fix your cash out? Did you get Maydell cash out?
Oh, yeah. Thank y'all so much. I definitely thank y'all for everybody who sent me something. I really appreciate you. It's the thought that counts. I appreciate you for having me. Like I say, I appreciate y'all subs even more, though. Like, you know, like, honestly. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for supporting me. You can't put a price on that, on support. So that's what I'm thankful for the most, honestly.
No problem, no problem. Yeah, so continue, go ahead, continue your journey, grow your channel. And it's not about the subs, it's about the support,
Facts.
you
That's a
know.
fact.
It's about the support. I mean, like long once you get monetized, it don't matter. I think you got like 24K on one of your social media. It's gonna come. All the videos just keep dropping. And I see now they got it where on YouTube people doing a lot of shorts now, and that's how you get your subs from there too. So you
Yeah.
can your shorts or whatever, but your your premieres, the videos you be dropping, I'm always in tune with it. So I got my notification bell on all. Y'all
I
make sure
just
y'all subscribe, put it on all so y'all can get everything that he drop.
I just
And
put yours on all earlier, honestly. I promise you. I just put yours on all because I ain't know that you could put it on all. It said it had 3 options. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put on all. That means I guess I'm gonna get all the notifications. But yeah, I definitely just put you on all as well.
Miss Maydell said I'll be watching them all over and over. Yeah, and that's
Mm.
what once you get it, cause where you at now, Jonte, with your watch hours?
I
Is
think,
you even close yet?
man, that 3600, man, it been stuck right there though. But now it been moving though. I think they took some too though. YouTube been tweaking though.
No, I don't think they could. I don't know. Yeah, support this young man. Thank you so much, Doris. Yes, support him. Y'all, if y'all can, please go back. It's enough for y'all in here. Please go back and watch all his replays. He's almost at the finish line. I want to say, I want to before Thanksgiving, I want this man to get his watch hours before Thanksgiving, y'all. If y'all have to
Thank
turn
you,
your
thank you.
TVs on to your TV, your laptop, your phone, and play all his different videos, please do so you can get the watch hours.
Thank you, thank you, thank
Okay.
you. For real.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
my goal too. By Thanksgiving, I'm gonna be there though. Thanks to you, thanks to your chat. I'm definitely gonna be there. I'm gonna be there.
Hmm. Okay, then I ain't gonna hold you no more.
All
So
right. Thanks for
I'll be
having me
talking to you
again.
later.
All
You're
right.
welcome. You're welcome. All right.
Okay. All right.
Yes, y'all. Yes. So what y'all think about the interview? How y'all feel? What's y'all thoughts on them? How y'all feel about it? How y'all feel? I'm watching his videos today and Blossom keep us posted. I will. Well, he could y'all follow him now. He could keep y'all posted. He go y'all make sure y'all have y'all bells on all, y'all notification on all because he will be dropping stuff over here on YouTube. So I won't be the one that be keeping like I probably share his stuff. That's I keep y'all posted like that about sharing his videos or tagging him in certain stuff once I write on my community wall and stuff like that. So yes, it was a great interview and participation. Yes, it was. Y'all know I was nervous at first. I was nervous, but I got through it. I be camera shy sometimes, y'all. I do. And I've been on here for what, almost 2 years. And I'm still like kind of like camera shy. But don't get me wrong, I throw that camera on in a minute once I got alcohol in my system. But from where I came in there, it was interesting. Well, thank you. Thank you. And y'all make sure y'all can share this. Y'all can share this live on Facebook, Instagram, whatever, TikTok. Y'all can share it, get the story out. Support me, support him, and yeah. But thank y'all. I'm about to start on my dinner. It's 3 o'clock. I'm about to start on my dinner and get myself prepared for later on and get my baby ready for school tomorrow. And yes, I might come live. Y'all, I'm almost at my 25. Once I reach my 25, I mean 25. Once I reach 2,500 subscribers, that's when I'm gonna do my giveaway. My big giveaway on that. So y'all, I know y'all keep hearing me say giveaway. It's coming. It's coming. Y'all just gotta give me that. Give me that. But I will be coming back live. It'll probably be like before Thanksgiving, and we could have a talk on Thanksgiving and stuff like that, and what you're grateful for, and stuff like that. Y'all, I try not to come on here and be messy like that. I don't want to do that. I don't even have the energy to be like that. And I know like the drama and all that sales. Y'all see, I ain't had many people on here, and I thought this would have been a good live. But if I would have had a thumbnail on something, being messy, it would have been 300 plus up in here. But it's okay. It is okay, and I'm still grateful for y'all, my good supporters who did come and show out and ask questions and stuff like that. I really, really appreciate y'all. But until then, great job, big, great job, Vistas. Great interview. You got me back over here. Girl, you such a big stuff. That was the inside joke, y'all, between us. But okay, y'all, I'm not gonna hold y'all longer. Let me go ahead and start on my food and play me some music, and I will talk to you guys later. See you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Y'all make sure y'all share it on Facebook and everything. I was go streaming on Facebook, but I think they would have been doing too much, So I just kept it cute over here on YouTube. And yeah. But yeah, y'all, I'm about to go ahead and start it, and y'all have a blessed day. I will see y'all in somebody chat. I know people gonna be going loud today, and I will see y'all in the chat over there. And yeah, love, peace, and blessings.